I'm so excited we're finally getting married. Are we still going together this weekend to celebrate? The weather's supposed to be nice, so we could meet at the park.
That's the plan. I wish your dad could share in the excitement, though. He's pretty harsh on me. He told me the other day that I'm not worthy of his daughter.
Don't mind him, he's way overprotective. You've got a good job and you treat me right. He should be thrilled. I think he's just mad about the high school thing. I have no idea why you lied about where you graduated from.
What do you mean? I didn't lie about anything.
You actually went to night classes to get your GED? Couldn't manage the same courses as everyone else? How embarrassing.
What's wrong with that? I worked hard during the day and studied at night. The program had a lot of adults in it who were looking to better their life. It was kind of inspiring. It wasn't easy. I had to bust my butt every day for years. That should be seen as a positive.
I'm sure. Whatever you think, babe, but don't bring this up again in front of my dad.
Why not? It's how I actually feel.
Don't be so dense. You know my family has a long history of success. Everyone is a lawyer. My brother's in law school now. He's gonna carry on the tradition soon himself. Not to mention both my parents and grandparents were lawyers as well.
What's that have to do with anything?
It means my dad won't settle for anything less than an attorney for my partner. Fortunately, you meet that requirement. So don't screw it up with extra stuff. He doesn't need to know how you dropped out of high school to work.
My experience is extra stuff?
Can you just drop it? You're already on his bad side. I just want him to approve of you. Be on your best behavior and look professional. I don't want to go through this process again. Finding another man he approves of sounds tedious. I want to be married. I'm tired of waiting. I'm not asking for much here. Just be on your best behavior for a little bit longer. Once we get married, I don't care.
What happens after we get married? Am I supposed to just keep quiet and say nothing? I'd like my family to accept me for who I am. Pretending to be someone I'm not for the rest of my life sounds miserable. I don't really like how you're approaching this. Do you really want to marry me, or do you just want to be married?
What's that supposed to mean? I want to get married. I've been doing everything I can to make it happen.
Yeah, I hear that. You aren't saying that you want to marry me, though. Is me being a lawyer the only reason we're together? Are you settling for me just because I meet your parents' requirements? There is more to a relationship than just that. I have my own needs and desires.
I don't get you. You're acting super weird. Can we move on? Just play the part this weekend. You want to get married to me, right? Just be flexible.
Sorry, dear, I'm not going to pretend to be someone I'm not. If your dad won't accept me for who I am, that's on him. I hope for all of our sakes, he does. You've got some nerve entering my house without my permission. Don't forget your place, commoner. Is this Edward? I guess Sarah gave you my number. Thanks for the warm welcome. I love being insulted by my potential father-in-law for coming to visit. I really don't understand why you're acting like this. Did I do something to offend you? Future father-in-law? Never. Your existence is offensive. You think a nobody like you is worthy of my daughter? You couldn't even handle a regular high school. How are you supposed to handle high society? If you know what's good for you, don't ever show your face in front of me or my daughter again. You realize we hold the same occupation. I practice the same law as you do. Why do you look down on me for my upbringing? To the extent that you threw an ashtray at me, chased me out of your home when I came by with your daughter to tell you of our engagement. Is that sort of behavior befitting of an attorney? Would you act that way in a courtroom? Is it befitting? Of course it is. The sole reason I became an attorney is to put scum like you in their place. I love watching their faces as the despair settles in. In my eyes, you're nothing more than livestock. You exist solely for my entertainment. Your relationship with my daughter is an abomination. Your motivations are obvious. However, you won't be raising your social standing using my daughter. You can claim that you're an attorney all you want, but I can see through your ruse. Even supposing you did manage to pass the bar, I can't imagine you have any talent for the profession. You squirm at the slightest bit of confrontation. Did you think you could hide your past from me? I would find out eventually. Your plan is full of holes. This is quite telling of your conduct in court.
I didn't try hide anything. I was pretty upfront about everything.
The swindler is proud of his past. What a joke. I won't allow you to use my daughter as your own personal credit card.
Huh? I don't.
Maybe not yet, but you will. You're pretending to be a lawyer simply to get after my fortune. Is that why you're so eager to get married? Trying to get things finalized before I intervene? And you wonder why I threw things at you. Scum like you shouldn't be given the time of day.
Maybe you should have been an author. It would have been a better outlet for your creative mind.
What did you just say?
I'll play along. Let's say I am the swindler that you think I am. You feel you're justified in attacking me? I wonder what the law says. Was I invited by your daughter? I was. And did you feel physically threatened at the time? No? So self-defense is off the table. What other law exists that would allow you to cause physical harm to someone without it being considered assault? There were plenty of witnesses. They could, of course, refuse to testify, but I don't think that will help you. It seems you've committed, at the very least, a misdemeanor. That ashtray almost hit my head. You're lucky it didn't. It could have turned into a felony real quick.
I had to defend my home. Any judge would see that. Don't try to act smart. I could explain my way out of that situation in a heartbeat. Challenging an actual attorney. No matter how hard you struggle, you'll never be a match for me. You'll always be common scum. I shouldn't be surprised. You never received a proper education. I'm wasting my energy trying to explain things to you.
I would like to see you try getting out of it. Assault is assault. Simple as that. I have a bruise where the ashtray hit. A quick photo and a visit to the doctor would be all the evidence I'd need to prosecute you.
Who cares if you have a bruise?
Huh?
Are you actually going to file a complaint, or are you just going to talk about it? By all means, try me. See what happens when you try to go after a real attorney.
Is that a threat? We can add that to the list of wrongdoings.
No threats. I'm just giving you advice. I know how this will turn out for you. Was I supposed to be impressed with this display? This was your plan for winning my respect and getting permission to marry my daughter? It didn't work. I will only accept a real attorney.
It's clear you act like this at work all the time. But aren't you a little embarrassed? You're being a child.
Having to associate with you for 1 minute longer than necessary would be the only embarrassment I'd feel. I'll be talking to my Sarah about this. Consider your engagement off. You failed the test.
That's fine with me. I don't want to marry her anymore. I was going to break things off soon whether we had this conversation or not. But since you are so eager, feel free to pass the message along.
Good. I've wasted enough time on you. Go back to your inconsequential life, surrounded by inconsequential people.
Did you learn anything from this conversation?
What could I learn from the likes of you? You're a nobody. Using violence to put scum in their place is only natural. Violence is an effective tool for training dogs, after all. Submit the police report if you want. I'll be eagerly awaiting it. I haven't had the opportunity to embarrass someone in court for a couple of days now.
You keep forgetting that I'm an attorney as well.
You don't need to continue the farce any longer. The engagement has already been called off.
Perhaps you should have done a bit more digging before you made an enemy of me. I'm a widely celebrated prosecutor.
I'm sure, and I'm an astronaut in my spare time. See, I can do it too. Oh, I'm starting to feel bad for you. Fiercely typing lie after lie in order to do what? Make yourself seem less of an insect? You will never beat me in court. Your effort to scare me is in vain. If you say so, I'm really surprised that you haven't heard of me. Few attorneys in town don't know my name by now. Jared Goldstein ring any bells for you? What? I'm pretty well known around these parts. In fact, I'm almost certain that you've heard of me. Doing okay over there, Edward? Wow, this is just getting pathetic. Did you do a Google search for lawyers with the name Jared? Don't sully actual lawyers' reputations with your dribble. So you have heard of me. If not, by all means, Google my name yourself. Or you could always ask any of your colleagues. Odds are quite high they know of me. You're being prejudiced towards me because I went to night school. Your views are extremely narrow. Your high school doesn't matter. What matters is how hard someone is willing to work to achieve their goals. I worked harder than any other kid my age to end up where I am now. You think so? I do. Let's return to our previous conversation, shall we? You committed a crime, therefore you're a criminal. By all means, represent yourself. The outcome will be the same. I will be pressing charges. I look forward to seeing you in court. Are you mad? I tried several times to give you an opportunity to admit your wrongdoings and repent. You failed to do so each time. As such, I'll be using the court in order to help you understand. I'll see you in the courtroom. Don't disappoint me. You're taking this to court? Why? You really are insane. You're gonna sue me? Do you know who I am? I'm taking you to court for assaulting me. You've admitted it several times, not to mention I have several pictures of my wounds. Should be a slam dunk case. Did you think I'd drop it after everything you've said? Sorry, bud, I'm not in the mood for charity. I'll be seeking the maximum punishment for you. You're being ridiculous. You'd ruin a man's life over something as stupid as this? Are you actually an attorney? I've answered that question enough times already. If you want to know more, do a simple search. I've made headlines countless times. You have? You can claim to be a prestigious family of lawyers all you want. But we both know the truth. Your brother is an attorney. That's it. What? How did you know that? Because I actually work in courtrooms. I mean, you do too, of course, just not as an attorney. What are you, a clerk? You never passed the bar or became an attorney yourself. You're just riding off the success of your brother. That is pretty pathetic. You can claim to be an attorney all you want, but that doesn't change the fact that you aren't one. I can't believe this. Who told you? I already told you. Lawyers talk. We all know each other. You definitely know my name if you were an attorney. I've talked with your brother before. I've reached out to him after Sarah and I started to date. He filled me in on the details. Literally none of you are attorneys. Not your wife, not your parents, none of you. But hey, at least I'm an attorney. That's something you've never been able to say with a straight face. Shut up, you don't know anything. You're just some commoner trash. My lineage shouldn't be casually discussed by someone like you. You aren't entirely wrong. Wording aside, I grew up relatively poor in a bad part of town. But I used that as motivation to make a name for myself one day. I worked full-time and went to school full-time at night to get to where I am now. You'll never understand how hard I had to struggle, but I never gave up. I persevered through countless sleepless nights to graduate and get into law school. Sure, it took me longer than normal to get where I am today, but I made it. That's all that matters. Look down on me all you want. I've accomplished something that you never could. I can't believe it. You really got into law school by going through night school? For the 1000th time, yes. I'm glad we're finally caught up. You got anything to say for yourself? I am honestly in disbelief. I looked you up. You're telling the truth. You really are an attorney. We both said a lot of things we didn't mean. I think we can be adults now about this and move on. Oh, you think I'm gonna drop it? It would be for the best. Let's start over. I approve of your relationship with Sarah. You two can marry if you'd like." "You're joking." "I thought you were lying to me, which caused me to say things I didn't mean. Now that I know the truth, things are different. I just want my daughter to marry an attorney. I want her to have a secure future. I'm sorry for insulting your education and upbringing. I said a lot of dumb things out of anger. I hope that you and Sarah can mend things." "There's nothing to mend." "I've given you my permission. You guys can get married now. Isn't that wonderful?"
Nah, it is way too late for that.
Why do you say that? We can be adults about this.
For starters, you assaulted me. That's gonna be a problem. Your daughter's reaction didn't help. I was bleeding and actually pretty hurt. She just stood there laughing at me. I'm good on marrying her. I'll find someone who actually cares about me. I'm not that desperate to get married. Sarah has been giving me tons of red flags lately. This was the final push I needed to make my decision.
You dare insult my daughter?
I pointed out what she did, that's it. Sorry if that offends you. She handled this entire situation very poorly. It gives me pause. But yeah, I'm good on Sarah. She's all yours again. Thanks for your permission, though. I'll do as you initially asked. I have no intention of interacting with Sarah anymore. You, on the other hand...
You're being unreasonable. She was just caught off guard by the whole thing. I'm sure she didn't realize you were hurt. I know she wants to marry you. I want that for her too.
Your daughter is desperate to get married, just not to me. You've rejected anyone who isn't an attorney. You've put her in a weird position where she can only choose from a handful of guys. It's no wonder she was so desperate to get married. She never really cared about me. All she was concerned was that I had the right job. But you screwed that up for her. Her quest for finding a man good enough for you begins anew. Something tells me this will all keep happening. No one will be good enough for you. I kind of feel bad for her, but she's not my problem anymore.
She isn't a problem. She's a wonderful girl. Give her another chance. Please, I'd love to have you in the family. This is all my fault. She didn't mean anything by her reaction. She was just trying to cover for me.
Why are you begging? You should be happy. You got exactly what you wanted. The common folk was driven off. Now your daughter can remain available for a real attorney. This isn't the end of your problems, though.
What do you mean? What could be worse?
I don't want to be family with a convicted felon. That isn't going away, friend. You really messed up. I can't wait to put you in your place. You should be okay, though, right? You're part of a prestigious family of lawyers after all. Maybe you can call your son and ask him for help? He's missing a couple of years of his education, though, right? Your daughter is going to be no help. She never passed the bar, despite what she might have told you. And your brother is a patent attorney. This isn't remotely in his wheelhouse. When push comes to shove, your prestigious family of lawyers isn't very helpful.
I realize the errors of my way. I apologize. Please forgive me. You've gotten your point across. I was wrong. A lawsuit is excessive. Don't ruin a man's life over one simple mistake.
It's too late for that. I won't forgive you. I'll be submitting a police report today. We can take this to court if you want, or you can admit your guilt and settle it outside. It is entirely up to you.
Please don't do this. What can I do to make things right?
You're out of luck, unless you have a time machine. I don't know what you're so worried about. You're from a family of prestigious attorneys. Just have one of them bail you out. Best of luck to you. I'll see you in court, you self-proclaimed attorney.
Jared wasn't kidding. He ended up suing my father and taking the case to court. It seems he changed his mind about settling out of court. All settlements were off the table. He made a fool of my father in court. His ego must have been extra hurt knowing that no one would come to his aid. His precious image was ruined, his lies were exposed, and the family became known for their criminal history rather than their achievements in law. His employer got wind of the case and fired him. I did my best to patch things up with Jared. I called him daily. I left him messages pleading for him to give me another chance. He ignored all of them. I never heard from him again. I suppose his rage is justified. I'll never know what could have been.